Welcome back to Honey Bear Ventures. This summer has been a lesson in rolling with the unexpected. Our planned journey around the beautiful mountains of Idaho turned into a summer in Homedale. So we want to take an opportunity to share a bit of history and show you around this little town with big stories. Just for reference, Homedale is about 43 miles west of Boise. It all started in 1898 when James Mussel became the first permanent settler here. To help people cross the Snake River, he built a ferry boat, which turned into a game changer for the community. Here's a fun fact. The town's name was chosen in 1900, but it wasn't chosen in some official process. It was literally pulled out of a hat during a community picnic. As more families arrived to the area, Homedale began to grow. By 1920, it officially incorporated as a city in Owyhee County, complete with a mayor, a city council, a schoolhouse, and even a railroad line. Just a year later, in 1921, a bridge was built across the Snake River, finally replacing the old ferry. That bridge connected Homedale to the rest of the valley in a way that made trade, travel, and farming much easier. From those simple beginnings, one settler, one ferry, and a dream, Homedale became the welcoming little city we know today. Hey there, we are in Homedale, Idaho, and we are at Shady Lane RV Park. We are on the Snake River. You can see that behind us, and I will kind of show you around a little bit. It's actually real
pretty.
Over
my shoulder. Real beautiful. It's just kind of a lazy day. And
it's beautiful here. Camp hosts have been great, and the people around have been really nice, so we're enjoying it a lot. So anyway, we'll show you around. We'll show you our view from the front window when I get back inside. And
gotta keep an eye on the dogs.
Yeah, gotta keep an eye on the dogs. See you soon.
Okay, I had a problem with this, that every time I installed this on the Jeep, and every time that I hit the brakes and had the turn signals on, right or left, it would go ahead and go, it would just, the brakes would override the turn signal. So it would just shut off. Got online, all the YouTubes, and they said it was this, they said it was this switch, they said it was that switch. And so finally I just said, you know what, I need to talk to Roadmaster and find out. So me and my wife called Roadmaster, and they said that this possibly will fix the problem. So we are going to go ahead and try doing this. I got to put it in tow mode, get the key fob away from the Jeep so it does not recognize the key fob, and it's got to go in the front so it just doesn't recognize it. And then it's supposed to, then it says it, the guy says it will work. So we'll see. And you guys will be along for the ride. I have the emergency brake on, so it can't go anywhere. It is in tow mode now. I do need to roll down the windows, so.
So he said roll down the window. After we've stepped away for 3 to 5 minutes, don't open the door. So leave the window down, press the brake with a broom handle, and see if it works. So we're not going to be getting in or opening the door after we do this.
Well, the problem is, this is still on. Shouldn't be on. Keys with me.
Oh, it doesn't do turn signal without keys?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So if we press the brake with the broom handle in the Jeep, it works. Now we're trying to figure out why if we press the brake in the bus, when he's standing back here, we get brakes but no turn signal. That's what our problem is, so we'll let you know. So we've been told that the brake light should not come on when he hits it with the broom. And it is not coming on.
Okay, now we can try it, I guess.
Now we're gonna try it again. So we're showing the brakes are working. The left turn signal's working. So it worked. I didn't have him test the right, but it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Yay.
Yay, so if you have that problem,
call Roadmaster. They will walk you through it and they will help you fix your problem. But it was just that it didn't go to sleep, and so it really wasn't in tow mode yet. And that was the whole problem. And we did not know it. I was buying this and buying that, and I really didn't need to. Just call Roadmaster if you have a problem. They will walk you through it. It's a really good system. They'll walk you through it, and you will be fine.
And I will say, so the whole thing was we needed to put the Jeep into tow mode.
Right.
Remove the key, have it turned off, remove the key, and have the key fob away from the vehicle and let it sit for about 10 minutes. They had said at first 5 minutes. We let it sit for 10 minutes. And then we were able to test it by pressing the brake with a broom handle, and the brakes on the Jeep did not come on, which meant it was then hooked up to the motorhome. And when we turned on the motorhome, the brakes come on and the signal goes. So
that's right.
That was the resolution that we found that we could not find on the internet. So we wanted to share it with you all just in case you run across this, that maybe that'll be the answer to your problems.
Right. And yes, we had the parking brake on, so just want to let you know the parking brake was on. Yeah, so it won't go anywhere. So even though I didn't hook up the hitch itself, I just hooked up the wiring. So
that's it. We'll see you soon.
That's right.
Hey there. I am in Homedale, and I told you that I'd kind of give you a bit of a tour around Homedale, and I wanted to show you some of the RV parks in the area. The first I'm going to talk about is where we've actually stayed for the last couple of months, and that is Shady Lane RV Park. Shady Lane is located right by Subway, so if you end up on the other side of town and you see this building, you are in the wrong place. I just want to let you know where you want to be is actually at the RV park that is by the Subway. Shady Lane RV Park is located right along the Snake River and just as you cross over the bridge going into Homedale. I'll just share with you some of the things we've liked and some of the things we haven't liked. First of all, what we've liked about it is that they have two sides to the RV park. One side is for younger families, younger people, and the side by the river is 55 and up. And so we qualified for the 55 and up, and that has really been nice to be where it's a little quieter and there haven't been as many people over there. We've really enjoyed that. We also like that there's a park right by the river. So we can walk down, we can let the dogs run. There's actually a pickleball court and a cornhole. They have a built-in cornhole there, made out of cement. It's kind of cool. And then they also have some benches so you can go sit in this park-like atmosphere and look at the river. It's really been very peaceful. We like that a lot. The other thing, they've got very nice showers. We use our shower in our RV, so that hasn't been an issue. But if you needed laundry facilities or showers, their facilities are very well kept and very nice. One of the biggest things that we haven't liked is that where we are staying in that 55 plus is basically right at the end of a airport. Airplanes are going in and out of there pretty much all day long, and we hear planes taking off pretty early in the morning, about 7 o'clock, and they are flying really low over the motorhome. So it gets a little noisy. We don't love that. The other thing that has been a bit of a challenge this summer, and you'll see as I'm filming today because it's kind of a bad day for it, but the Treasure Valley in the summertime gets really smoky, and we do not love the smoke here. It feels like Southern California on a smoggy day. So that's been one of our things that's not our favorite thing about late summer in Idaho, particularly in the Treasure Valley. And that comes from any fires that are in Northern California or in Oregon, Washington. And this year they've had several fires in northern Idaho, so that's made it pretty smoky down here. But beyond that, we've really enjoyed Shady Lane, and we would probably come back. The only issue, the last issue that we have is that it is a drive. It's about 40 minutes into Meridian, which is about the distance that we need to go to get to our family, to get to see everybody that we love and care about here. So that drive is a bit of a distance, and we might consider staying closer, perhaps in Boise area in the future, just because it's going to be closer. But if you're looking for a place to stay that's reasonable and kind of peaceful and small town, Shady Lane RV Park in Homedale is great. So next I'm going to show you Riverside RV Park. This is actually my first time down here. I had seen that it's here, but I thought I'd just show you around so you have an idea of another option for an RV park. So here we go. One thing I'll tell you about the Homedale area is it is definitely a farming community. So you can see lots of cornfields and lots of farming. And Homedale is small town America. It is, if you want to go to small town America, Homedale's it. It is just a quaint little town, and we kind of like that. It makes it just quiet and sort of sweet. So if you want to go to a small town in America, Homedale's a great place to visit. So if this is your first time to Snake River RV Resort, it is also my first time to Snake River RV Resort, so we'll be checking it out for the first time. looks like this is more perhaps long-term RV living as opposed to travelers. So a nice thing that I do see here is they have a boat launch, which is nice. Shady Lane does not allow river access for fishing or swimming, so that's something different about this park. And it looks like the sites down by the river might be more short-term stays as opposed to long-term stays. And it is really nice down here. And I just have to say, did I mention the cornfields? They go on and on and on. Good morning. It is our last day in Homedale. We had a change of plans this summer, something unexpected. We're going to go ahead and share a little bit about that. But it is currently Labor Day and we are packing up to leave. We are headed up to Homedale, Idaho, and we'll be camping in a national forest campground. So we're very excited to move on and go somewhere new and check that out. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know we're leaving Homedale and you can come along for the ride. We'll show you around Lomond. See you soon.